right, so imagine that you open up a book and you find your name in it and you find that you have money that you didn't know you had. So in this book that I have that's 150 years old, and by the way, I have a couple announcements I'm making with my channel. And I'm going to give you a couple gold nuggets with this video as well. So in this book, there is a letter to the author, and it's super cool because what happened here, and I'm pulling this out as I'm talking to you. So there's a letter from someone named Andre or Andre. I can't quite make out the end of the name. To the author, which is super cool. It's dated March 6th of 1886. So this is a book where this letter is dated on March 6th of 1886. And what's cool is I've had some people really give me some awesome testimonials that says, hey, you changed my life. Hey, this was great. Hey, I had no idea I had these unclaimed funds. When you get people paid, I've had people break down crying because they're getting tens of thousands of dollars that they didn't know they had. They go on to thank the author. And it put, if it had not been for this valuable book that you wrote, I would have died ignorant of these unclaimed funds. And it goes on to say, I'm going to share this book with as many people as I can to try to see if anyone else has money that they did not know they had. It's estimated that 1 out of every 10 Americans has unclaimed money that they did not know they've had. I've had some that I've claimed, and it's been like really small, all the way from a few $100 to $10 or $15. I've found some for my sister. I've found some for my aunt. I've found some for some other people as well. People have money that they didn't know they had, and it happens all over the place. So this is a really super cool letter that they wrote, and you could tell that they're in total awe. This is how your customers are when you work this business and you get someone paid. They appreciate you. They thank you. They give you testimonials. They want to know you, and they're super grateful because they never would have been paid these funds without it. There's 4 areas of unclaimed funds. There's a lot more, but the 4 areas that we specialize in are state unclaimed funds, bankruptcy unclaimed funds, tax overages, and mortgage overages. Out of those 4, the 3 most popular are state, tax, and mortgage. Out of those, the difference is, and I have a couple announcements coming up here, but the difference is in state, I call it the low-hanging fruit, meaning that you've got these funds that are there that are easy to collect, and I collect them all the time, and you get these 15, 20, 25, 30,000, but you can only get 10% of them. So you get multiple deals, and they're fairly easy to get. Like if I work 2 hours a day in state funds, I could easily get 1 to 2 deals a day. It happens all the time. Now let's fast forward to tax and mortgage overages. If I work those same 2 hours a day, I'm going to get less deals. I might get 1 or 2 a week. Sometimes I get 3, but I might get 1 or 2 a week. And with those, let's say the average deal is 30,000, I get a 30% payout. If I get 3 state fund deals that pay me $2,000 each, that's $6,000 a week. If I get 1 mortgage overage, that's a $30,000 deal that I'm making 30% on. I just made $9,000 a week. So you make a lot more money. So I always refer to this as sports games. You have the frosh soft level where you're going to score a little bit more, but it's considered a less meaningful game, although for you it's important because that's what you're working. Then you go to tax overages and mortgage overages, and I see you're playing JV and varsity, and tax overages would probably be JV because you don't need an attorney. Mortgage overages, in a lot of places you need an attorney. You do need an attorney in some tax overages as well, and you get paid a little bit of a higher payout or a lot higher payout. There is no rule of thumb, and a lot of them you could charge whatever you want. However, I typically do 30% unless it's a really small claim. If it's like a $5,000 claim, I'll come in and I'll collect anywhere from 50%. And I never get more than the client, but I've said, hey, you know what, like that first deal. So the first deal I had was a tax overage deal. I had no idea what I was doing. And I went ahead and I contacted the lady, and she said to me, yeah, but the county has it now. They took the property from me. And I said, no, the county forced you to sell the property, but you are the seller of the property. Yes, it got foreclosed on. When a property goes up for foreclosure, the former owner is the seller of the property. And I've said this on a million different videos. And hopefully this helps you understand the process. The leftovers in the sale, as long as there's no other liens on the property or you don't have IRS or child support issues, those proceeds are going to go back to that individual and they get paid that. Let's say the tax overage was for $5,000 and it went for $6,500. She got that extra $1,500. She allowed me to go and collect it for her. So I went ahead and collected it. It was months old. I got it in a few weeks. And I gave her $750 of it, and I kept $750 of it. And it was awesome. And then I said, okay, I could do more of these. And I kept on doing it. I had no idea that I'd ever be doing YouTube videos and coursework and coaching, everything that I'm doing. I mean, I've loved it. It's been very rewarding. I got involved in some people at the right time that steered me that direction, and I'm grateful that that happened. But going back to unclaimed property, this person is obviously super grateful. They write a letter of thank you. And there's so many cool stories. There's a guy who got hung in this book, and just before he got hung, he had a money and they were looking for to give us money. It ended up where he got married just before he got hung, and they decided that the funds went to his new bride and she got paid that. I mean, there's all sorts of crazy stories in this 150-year-old book. How many industries? Right now, it's estimated that $3 billion a year is being added to the unclaimed funds. It's going in unclaimed to the various states where people don't know that they have this money. Maybe they moved, maybe they had a employer payout, maybe their father or mother left them something they didn't know they had. And it's estimated it's adding on to 3 billion. When I first started, it was saying 50 billion. Now I'm seeing reports that there's $100 billion of unclaimed state funds. What I recommend people to do is get started in state funds, and then as you go on, promote yourself to tax and mortgage overages, which I've seen people do. And you get 2 deals a month, like I talked about that $30,000 deal. So my average deals on the mortgage and tax overages are about 17 to 25,000. Let's say that you're doing the 20,000 and you're doing 30%, that's 6,000. You do 2 of those deals a month, that's 12,000 a month, that's 144,000 a year. I see people making those kinds of salaries easily. You could easily get 2 deals a month. It happens all the time. You could easily get one of those deals a week where you're making anywhere from 3 to 9,000 a week, just depending on your fund, how much it's for. But you want to get involved in the business. You want to go ahead and learn your list, learn your method. How are you going to work? Are you going to work with an attorney? Are you going to work on your own? You want to perfect your script. You're going to get told no. You're going to get hung up on. You're going to have people, but at the same time, you're going to have people like I've had people break down crying. I've had people that have called up. I said, hey, can I get your testimonial? Hey, can I get a testimonial from you? And they're like, absolutely, you can. I love working with you. Hey, everyone, I'm doing a new program with my YouTube channel where I'm having a subscription based, and my basic membership, I think it's $9.99 a month. I'm doing live answers and questions and live calls on there because I have a few people that are requesting. I didn't know YouTube had this. So I'm going to go ahead and have a membership where you could join my channel if you'd like. And by all means, I love the content. I love connecting with you. Some of you will ask me questions and I answer those as much as I can. If you want to subscribe to my channel, I have a couple different tiers, but I'm doing some live member only live cold calls and putting cold calls on and sharing content. And I'm taking it to a deeper level where I could do that within a community. So if you want to join the community, there should be a join link. If it's not on here, look for it, but I'm trying to get on the next day or two. Just click that join link and you go and join. And then I give different tiers, like the higher up you go, the contracts, all the way to some coaching, all the way into different programs and levels that you have in the program. And this is a monthly subscription base. It's through YouTube. I would love to see you on here. I'll be doing some family shots, talking about as a dad, as a business guy, stuff like that. And I do some of that on YouTube too, but it'll be a little more personal while you have a little more interaction with me on the channel. So just something to think about if you're interested. We'd love to see you on there. Hey, everyone, I'll see you all around. Appreciate you guys watching. Thank you for hearing me on this story, and have a good day.